It's fair to say Hitman 2 has seen its fair share of competition during its release window, going up against games such as Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and not even to mention the juggernaut that is Red Dead Redemption 2. That is why it is so important to let you know, if you have never played any of Hitman's previous entries, now's the right time to jump in. Hitman 2 is by far the most inclusive game in the whole series, with IO Interactive bucking the trend on the franchise's traditional difficult learning curve by including a casual difficulty. Casual difficulty is aimed towards new players of the game, allowing unlimited saves and overall reducing all threats around the map. If you do know what you're doing, however, there is plenty you can do to increase the game's difficulty. The game provides 2 additional difficulty modes, those being Professional and Master. Professional mode is intended for those who have played Hitman before and have an understanding of the game's mechanics. While allowing unlimited saves and guidance from the handler Diana Burnwood, there are more cameras and guards present. There is a presence of surveillance cameras and combat is more challenging. Master difficulty challenges even the most veteran players by restricting the player to 1 save file, adding extra security placements, and giving the AI a more acute sense of their surroundings. It is clear from the addition of these difficulties, Hitman 2 is looking to attract a more mainstream audience, especially due to the fact that the game's 6 new locations are released day 1, ditching the episodic format of the first season. A feature that remains mostly unchanged from the previous entry is the level design. Each level focuses more on the openness of the franchise's older games over the structured, closed design as is seen in Hitman Absolution. The player is free to approach the assassinations in any way they feel, and can experiment to figure out the most efficient way to take out their targets.
The scene wasn't in the script.
Arrête! The wind! Arrête, too much! Hey! Abbe, stop the fan! Arrête, koi, somebody stop! Just believe this!
Dawood Rangan is confirmed killed. No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
Be it guns blazing on an unsuspecting individual, or play the long game and play dress up to get close and personal. Or professional. You are a Hitman after all. Putting your plans into action is one of the most satisfying experiences in the Hitman series.
After. 2, you don't choose option 1. Someone dies. Right here, right now.
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
And it's no different in this installment, and the game makes sure to give you plenty of ways to do this.
Yeah.
What in the
Oh,
world
slow.
has that person ever done to
What about run?
Christ, somebody help me! I heard something.
Are you kidding? And it just follows him around the corner.
IO Interactive have expanded on the weapons available to 47, including the addition of flash grenades, concussive grenades, and dart guns, which can be unlocked throughout the game by leveling up your mastery level. These 2 factors are the driving force towards the game's insane rate of replayability. You are constantly striving to make new discoveries in levels and working towards the next level up to unlock the next sweet gadget you can use to complete your assignment cleanly. Speaking of assignments, the game allows those who purchased Hitman Season 1 to play all 6 maps, alongside the various improvements in Hitman 2. This is free for those who bought Season 1, and available to purchase for $20. Hitman 2 does lack some key features from Hitman Season 1 however, mostly in the PC settings department. The lack of DirectX 12, and the inability to disable or change the type of anti-aliasing is sorely lacking in Hitman 2, but will likely be added at a later date. The lack of animated cutscenes is also quite jarring when compared to the high quality scenes from the original, although the story doesn't seem to be much of a focus in the reboot anyhow. Multiple game modes from Hitman 1 also return in Hitman 2. One of those being contracts, which allows you to choose your target and to challenge others to mirror your assassination. More elusive targets have been planned for the future, if killing Sean Bean wasn't enough for you. Alongside these returning game modes are also new ones. Sniper Assassin has been fully unlocked and is accessible to all players. The mode is a fun addition and is based on the mobile game Hitman Sniper. Alongside this is the release of Ghost Mode, the franchise's first competitive multiplayer mode. It pitches two players against each other to eliminate targets quickly and cleanly to take the win. Overall, IO Interactive have done a stellar job in what made the previous entry so special. They have fine-tuned the experience by adding improvements here and there. While the game does little to change the opinion of those who didn't like the previous game, it gives the fans more of what they wanted, while still being approachable to new players.
Just reattach it. Good. Hit it, Smith. Is everyone okay?
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit and we'll speak again soon.
The gameplay shines over the rather disappointing story and will have players returning to this title again and again.